Coming up on News Live at 6, a campus-wide protest is happening now. Learn why students are speaking up.
And it's a beautiful, warm spring day here in Syracuse. I'll have a very special weather segment for you in just a few minutes.
And why am I in this tree? Well, it's to give you tips on how you can stay safe as the weather gets warmer. All that and more when CitrusTV News at Live at 6 starts right now.
Is CitrusTV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
Campus-wide protesting President Donald Trump's changes to higher education is happening right now. Welcome into News Live at 6. I'm Cora Mayer-Costa.
And I'm Isabella Galan. Our Lucy Schaefer was there at the Remembrance Memorial where the protest is still taking place, and she has more.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
The hands-off protest is part of a growing movement calling for an end to legal battles and perceived attacks by two high-profile billionaires. A Central New York mother and daughter share their reason for attending the protest.
The main driver is me being worried about.
We apologize for technical difficulties, but Bella, it has been such a beautiful day out today.
Yes, it has. I went to Green Lakes a little bit earlier, was able to get some of that vitamin D, which really put me in the best mood. And you know who's getting some of that vitamin D right now is our weather anchor, Spencer Congel. Spencer, how's it looking outside? How's it feeling? Tell us everything we need to know.
It's looking wonderful out here. That sun is out. The clouds have came in just a little bit, but it's still a beautiful day. Nice and warm right now, about 74 degrees outside. So definitely the warmest day we've seen in Syracuse probably since the fall. I'll take it. As we move into this evening, temperatures are going to fall down into the low 50s, but then go right back up until tomorrow. Unfortunately, tomorrow there will be some more clouds about, but make sure you're taking advantage of these nice, beautiful days in Syracuse while you're still here. Campus is absolutely bustling today. Everybody's out. Everybody's enjoying the weather, as I certainly am right now. I'll be back inside in just a few minutes. Until then.
Thank you, Spencer. Now, it looks beautiful out, but it is also the start of tick season in New York.
That's right. Our Ronnie Perillo is outside with the details on how you can stay protected, but he's not on the ground.
Well, guys, you probably enjoyed the warm weather today. Maybe you went outside, maybe you were on the grass with a picnic lunch, or maybe you were like me, you chose to climb a tree. Well, I'm going to tell you that those activities are so much fun, but there's one thing you should watch out for. So let's talk about ticks, the little creepy crawlies that could really derail your summer plans. So now that the weather is getting warmer, you might be spending more time on these blissful spring days like today. Very rare in Central New York, I feel like, but so are a lot of kids out on campus today. Ticks, though, they hide around in places where you might enjoy your favorite spring or summer activities. So let's say you're a camper, or you like to garden or go hunting, or even just taking the dog for a walk. Well, the CDC says that you should apply bug spray to your clothes and any exposed skin to prevent ticks. It's because those ticks hide in any grassy or heavily forested area. So what do you do now if you find one and it's bitten you? It's not too late. The CDC says to remove it right away gently with tweezers, and then to check your body for other ticks. If you develop a rash or a skin irritation, tell your doctor right away. That could be the sign of infection. Not everybody does develop a rash, though, so if it's burrowed in you, probably best to consult your doctor. Now, some stats for you from 2019 to 2022. Here in Onondaga County, there were 441 cases of Lyme disease. Now, that's still statistically rare, but it's vital to protect yourself and check yourself as well. Now, a little fact for you, here in Central New York, the most common type of tick is the American dog tick, but regardless of what kind of bug it is, you always want to be careful as you go outdoors and enjoy these beautiful summer days. So just check, it'll help you out. Live outside Newhouse, I'm Ronnie Perillo, CitrusTV News.
Thank you, Ronnie. Looks like a lot of fun up there. Now, where you were, right on the Shaw Quadrangle, if you go a bit further, there is the hands-off protest. Now, let's take a look at what our Lucy Schaefer has the details on.
Hands off of our students.
Thanks, guys. Right now we are outside of the Remembrance Memorial where students are partaking in a hands-off rally where they say they are protesting against Donald Trump's recent administration changes to education.
I think just basic human rights. Like like it's obviously wrong, and I think we need a voice, and these people are doing what's right, so I'm here to support that.
Many of us think is critical to our democracy. Don't let them control the narrative. The person who controls the narrative controls what we learn and what we know and what we understand.
Now, in news released yesterday, 3 international SU students have had their visas revoked. And SU explained they had no prior knowledge from the government, and they are working hard with the students as 2 of them are supposed to graduate in May. Guys, reporting from the Hands Off Rally protest, I'm Lucy Schaefer. Back to you in studio.
Thank you so much, Lucy. Authorities are continuing to investigate the shooting that happened yesterday afternoon, calling it a road rage incident. The victim was identified as a man in his 60s, and Onondaga County Assistant District Attorney Joseph Kulikan says the victim and shooter were in vehicles during the shooting. The District Attorney William Fitzpatrick claims the victim was armed and the shooter had a legal pistol permit. A grand jury is set to review the details of the case.
The Democratic candidate for Syracuse Mayor, Patrick Hogan, announced his 10-point plan. Now, the plan outlines what he hopes to do if elected mayor. Many of the initiatives are aimed at addressing poverty and homelessness. Hogan hopes to move forward with plans for a children's rising center, as well as securing funding to replace lead pipes and improve public safety. Hogan said the plan is, quote, a blueprint for the Syracuse we all know is possible.
The Onondaga County Resource Recovery Agency has announced plans to demolish the Lake Creek transfer station just north of NBT Bank Stadium and replace it with a new waste facility. The site has been inactive since its closure in 2022, and this revitalization will leave the town of Salina with a more central location to dispose of hard-to-recycle items like batteries. Okra is working to obtain the final permit in order to start construction.
Currently, the sale of wine in grocery stores is prohibited. State Senator George Borrello is pushing a new bill that would change that. He's working to have wines that are made in-state or with New York ingredients be sold in grocery stores. Our Sophia DeStasso has the story.
Believes it was a long time coming.
They've been trying to do that now for probably 30 years or more. And it doesn't seem to fly. If you think about liquor stores, they're always right next to grocery stores. So if you gave half of the business wine from a liquor store to the grocery store, you probably would end up putting them out of business.
For customers, it might not necessarily be about the product. It could be about the convenience.
It would make a difference though, because when something's more convenient for you, you're gonna get it. You're not going, oh, I'm gonna make 2 trips. I'm just gonna stay right here and do this. I'll grab some wine right here. So they would do that.
Wine from stores like this one could potentially be on the shelves of local supermarkets such as this one, Syracuse's Cooperative Market.
I think it could only be a really good thing because there is an interest, and then also people really love supporting local businesses.
According to Morrow, customers do come in asking for wine.
And I have to alert people we have the beers, and we also have the hard cider, so there are options, but you know, it is true there are customers expressing interest in wine.
Allowing wine in grocery stores could take away the personalized customer service that many expect from specialty wine shops.
You know, they'd be on their own. Okay, yes, if you knew a product, oh, I know I like that wine, so I'm going to drink it. Other than that, it still becomes like, oh boy, that's a nice label, I'll take it, I guess, you know.
Bill is still in the state Senate committee, as many are waiting to see if it will be passed. Reporting for CitrusTV News, I'm Sophia DeStasso.
Coming up, federal judges are blocking multiple Trump policies, the new updates and their impacts next.
Plus, the Trump administration is requesting an immediate ban on transgender military members. How speeding up the ban could impact the armed forces.
Excellent episode of Live from Studio B.
watching Citrus TV News, live at 6 with Cora Mayer-Costa, Isabella Galan, and Spencer Congel. And now, your campus news leader continues.
Welcome back into News Live at 6. Federal judges are responding to a series of President Trump's recent decisions.
Our Sophia Braun joins us in studio to tell us what these responses will entail. Sophia?
Thank you, Cora and Bella. 3 major rulings with one clear message. The courts are pushing back on President Trump's latest executive actions. Here's what you need to know. First, let's talk about immigration. A federal judge says the U.S. government must bring back a 20-year-old Venezuelan asylum seeker who was wrongly deported to El Salvador last month. His deportation violated a 2019 court settlement called the Flores Agreement, which protects migrant children. This ruling could open the door for other migrants who were sent away too soon. Second, education. Trump initially warned schools that they could lose federal funding if they teach or support DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. A judge ruled that the order was too vague and might silence educators' freedom of speech about race and inclusion. Schools can keep teaching DEI, at least for now, without the fear of losing funding. Third, voting. A judge blocked Trump's attempts to force voters to show proof of citizenship when registering for upcoming elections. Senior District Judge Colleen Kohler-Catelli says that our Constitution entrusts Congress and the states, not the president, with the authority to regulate federal elections. Consistent with that allocation of power, Congress is currently debating legislation that would affect many of the changes the president purports to order. So, what does all of this mean? The rulings are preliminary injunctions or temporary court orders meant to pause government action while the full lawsuit is still playing out in court. But they are a sign that the courts are checking presidential power, especially when it comes to immigration, education, and elections. Reporting in studio for Citrus TV News, I'm Sophia Braun.
And coming up when we come back, we'll have your 5-day forecast. Stay with us.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. I've got a very special weather segment for you today because these weather slides that we're about to take a look at, I have not seen before. Our wonderful former news director, Brandon, made them for me in London. So we're going to be taking a look at the forecast today. And Friday, of course, I'm a big Friday fan here and a big Minion fan, is looking like it's going to be about 79 degrees. So I can see why Brandon would be happy about that. The mostly cloudy, probably like about what he's seeing over in London. Tomorrow also supposed to be pretty hot in the 80s degrees range. Saturday we've got some showers and it's going to cool off a little bit and some more sun for the rest of the week. Now, let's see what do we got in weather here. Well, rolling into my daily routine. In case you guys are wondering what to do on your daily routine in these nice warm days in Syracuse, here we go. So I start my day with a cup of tea, clearly here with Brandon. There's my cup of tea and his. And next, I treat Cora and Bella to a 5-star lunch because I'm rich. That's right. And there you can see I've got my Scrooge McDuck, gold coin swimming pool. So, of course, we'll have our 5-star lunch. Number 3, I'll shop for a better suit. Well, I did just get this suit. So, Brandon, I hope you like it. I mean, I guess we'll see here. I don't know. Seriously, what are you wearing? It's a nice blue suit from Men's Warehouse. Come on, Brandon. Number 4. Go to sleep. That's right. I love to go to sleep. I love to get my 8 hours of sleep every night because who doesn't? So those are the things that you can do in this nice, warm Syracuse weather. That's all I've got for now. I have a little bit more later. Until then, Cora and Isabella.
Well, all I can say is I can't wait for that 5-star lunch personally, so I'm waiting on that.
Me neither, and we saw a lot of sun in there. And speaking of bright things, the Women Leaders in Sports group at SU is helping create a bright future for others.
Our Benjamin Lefkowitz has more on the impact of their recent partnership.
Yeah, thanks guys. When Women's Leaders in Sports CEO Patty Phillips visited Syracuse in March of 2024, a future with the university was destined. Fast forward to August that same year, an agreement between the group and Falk College was agreed upon. Falk Dean Jeremy Jordan knew the relationship was essential, with the school set to be named the David B. Falk College of Sport on July 1st.
Emphasis on creating unique opportunities for women who want to be leaders in the sport industry. And so we thought it would be very helpful to partner with the premier professional development organization for women in sport, which is Women Leaders in Sport.
Just last week, Phillips and Chief Strategy Operating Officer Christina Turner met with SU's Women Leaders in Sports group at Falk. Students in the group range from Falk students, Whitman, Newhouse, and athletes. Dean Jordan is proud that Falk can host professionals in the sports industry.
It's helping us bring members of their organization, which are, people who work in professional sport and collegiate sport, either come to campus or to meet with our students via Zoom or some other technology to talk about their experience and what our students should be doing to prepare themselves. And so
members of the group were just in Atlanta for an immersion program and are set to attend the Women's Leaders in Sports National Conference next year. The future is bright for Falk and the student group. Now let's send it to sports.
The NFL draft could be historic for Syracuse football. How many Orange will hear their names called? And a new QB enters the mix on the Hill. Find out next.
Rolling.
Sound is speeding.
Can you slow down that, please? This is 28-1.
28-1.
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
The wait is over. NFL Draft Night is here. And for Syracuse football, it could be one for the history books. Welcome to sports. I'm Grace Piatko. From record-setting seasons to combine standouts, the Orange have a deep class of NFL hopefuls ready to hear their name called. It's been nearly 30 years since Syracuse had 5 players taken in a single draft, but that's in play this weekend. Kyle McCord, LeQuint Allen Jr., Aronde Gaston II, Fadil Diggs, and Elijah Clark all shined at the NFL Combine, and several others made noise at the postseason showcases on Pro Day. This class reflects a turning point under head coach Fran Brown, fresh off one of the best seasons in recent years. McCord headlines this group after breaking the ACC's single-season passing record, and Allen, his name sits just behind Ernie Davis on the Alt program's all-time rushing list. If Syracuse hears 5 or more names called this weekend, it'll mark a new era on the Hill. We'll see where they go as the NFL Draft kicks off tonight at 8 and runs through Saturday. And speaking of quarterbacks, there's a new one in Syracuse's quarterback room. Former Notre Dame backup Steve Angeli is headed to the Hill. He spent the last 3 seasons in South Bend and has 2 years of eligibility left. Angeli brings experience, having appeared in 11 games last season and even saw action in the college football playoffs in their win over Penn State. He played high school ball at Bergen Catholic in New Jersey under Vito Campanelli, the brother of Syracuse QB coach Nunzo Campanelli. And Angeli is the second QB Fran Brown has landed from the transfer portal this season, joining LSU transfer Ricky Collins, who was named the starter earlier this spring. But with Angeli now in the mix, don't be surprised if there's a little quarterback drama brewing this fall. Now the Orange will wait to see. That's all we have on sports. When we come back, we'll have one last look at the weather.
Welcome to Live from Studio B.
Welcome to another episode of Culturally and Technically Legal.
Previously on Survivor.
Welcome back to the Esports Juice Box, where we break down this week's esports news into digestible sizes for easy consumption.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. When you wake up tomorrow, it'll be 59 degrees with a little bit of clouds and a tiny bit of wind. Now, I usually don't do this, but courtesy of Brandon and so I've learned Owen Williams, I've got a photo of the day or photos of the day here. I guess here's a bunch of pictures of me. I don't necessarily know what's going on in a lot of these pictures, and it seems there's a QR code there. So I guess we're going to have to come back to that later, but maybe you'll want to scan that. I see there's me in the Joker costume on the left there. That's fun. And old me on the top right. Yeah, that's how I feel like about to graduate here is like that old guy.
Well, I will say I did see the QR code a little bit earlier, so you're definitely going to have to check that one out. But we do have a special surprise.
10.
And a great time.
We're talking. Now run.
You've always been such a calm, steady presence in the control room, and it's been so amazing to see you step in front of the camera as weather anchor.
You have contributed so much to the station, and I could not say of how grateful and appreciative I am of you. You were such a strong leader as general manager, and you were such a innovative weather anchor that always brought in new element and exciting elements that was so engaging to watch.
Spencer Congel, Lifetime Achievement winner.
talented weather anchor. The guy just does it all. I am so proud of you, buddy, for everything you have done for our station.
Nobody can crunch the numbers like you do, man. Congratulations on wrapping up weather this semester. You've been absolutely killing it. You've certainly raised the bar for what a weather anchor can do.
I loved having you as a weather anchor last semester and as a friend over the last 4 years.
Spencer, congrats on your final show. I know this is not where you normally lie. You normally lie in the GM's office for 2.5 years, but you did such a great job on weather. I got to toss to you many times and it was so much fun.
Spencer, you are such a special driving force behind the station. Citrus TV would not have been the signature station that it is without you.
You literally are the blueprint of what a leader should be. As someone who's on current exec, we all look up to you so much.
Truly, like, Citrus would not be what it is if it wasn't for you. You are just everyone's favorite person. You make the station what it is. You have turned it around.
You are such a positive light here at the station, and I think I'm speaking for everyone when I say it will not be the same without you.
What you have done for this station by putting every single member before yourself as the GM for 2.5 years, which is historic in itself.
I'm really glad that you've been able to enjoy being on air and kind of being able to actually use the systems that you help us fix so often.
Truly the Swiss Army knife of Citrus TV, and I cannot wait to see what you do next. Always be by your side, no matter what, and I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
Congrats on lifetime achievement and congrats on a stellar forecasting career. You will go so far, buddy.
You're just the best, and you're going to have such a successful career with whatever you do. I'm so proud of you on winning lifetime achievement. You're the best weather anchor, and I can't wait to see what you do. I'm so grateful for our friendship.
Can't wait to see what you do next because I know it's going to be some amazing things, and people are going to be wanting an amazing broadcast engineer like you. Congrats in your retirement, and take it all in.
Congratulations again on finishing up this semester, and thanks so much for all you've done.
I cannot wait to see what incredible things you do in the future. Congratulations again.
You've been such a great mentor and friend to me, and I really can't wait to see what you do next.
Congratulations on graduating. Congratulations during your amazing time here at Citrus TV.
Your leadership, your legacy will never be forgotten at this station, and you're going to do such amazing things.
Not wait to crush some burritos with you. Happy Chipotle Thursday.
Well, thank you guys. That's so nice. I can't believe I'm lucky enough to have so many people, the most kindest, most talented, most awesome people that I've had the privilege of spending my last 4 years with say such nice things. I'm really gonna miss this place. I've loved having the opportunity to sit on the desk with you guys. So thank you so much, and thank you.
And happy Chipotle Thursday.
That's right. I'm so excited.
Exactly. It's been an absolute pleasure being at the desk with you, Spencer. And we are so lucky to have you. But that's all for Citrus TV News Live at 6 this Thursday.
Don't forget, you can follow us on socials everywhere. I'm Isabella Galan.
And I'm Cora Mayer-Costa. Have a great night, Syracuse.